last video we covered about various typecasting functions. I will discuss, don't worry. Various typecasting functions we covered. Typecasting functions we covered well. And then even we had a discussion about immutability. Okay, typecasting functions we covered, and even we discussed about immutability concept we covered. Sir, can you please spell out which typecasting functions are there? Please, anyone, can you please confirm, sir? Int is there, int is there, float is there, next and after that complex bool is there. Okay, bool is there. Next and after that, do you know str is there? Yes, have you remembered? All these things are typecasting functions to convert from other types to corresponding type. Suppose here, from other types to other types to int type. Next, from other types to float type. Okay, from other types to float type, like sir, here also same thing. From other types to complex type, from other types to complex type. Okay, this is the from other type to complex type. Next up, from other types to bool type, bool type. From other types to str type. Okay, like sir, this is what str string type, right? Okay, please make sure you people should aware clearly, right? So now, if you want to convert from other types to a particular type, then we require to go for typecasting functions. So please take a bit very special care. Next, there is one point you should aware. If you are if you are if there is if there is any audio or video problem, what you have to do? What you have to do? Can you please confirm? Please log out and log in again. Okay, this is so the people, if anyone facing audio or video problem, please log out and log in again. Okay, remember this. Even not only today, in the next whenever tomorrow, if you are suddenly facing audio problem or video problem, can you please log out and log in again? Okay, like yeah. So here, just these are the things. Next, one important thing I have to talk. One important thing we require to talk. Sir, have you remembered, right? Bool of empty string. Can you please confirm what the answer we are going to get? False. Bool of, sir, false I'm taking. Can you please confirm what the answer we are going to get? Bool of false I'm taking. Yes, anyone, can you please confirm what is the answer we are going to get, right? Yes, please make sure true is the answer. Don't get confused, because the reason, if it is a non-empty string, that a string can be anything, sir. True itself is the answer we are going to get. Sir, bool of true I'm taking. Bool of true I'm trying to take, sir. Yes, in this case also true we will get. Okay, sir, now here one small thing I have to talk. Maybe in our certification exam, these things maybe helpful, this knowledge also. I didn't cover this in the last sessions, right? Here, just observe carefully, right? Okay, I told, of course. So print of bool of bool of empty string. Sir, bool of, sir, can you please confirm what is this one? Please respond. Anyone, can you please tell what is this one? Bool of what is this one, sir? Can you please confirm? Bool of empty list. Bool of empty tuple. Empty tuple, like so. Empty string, empty tuple, empty set, empty dictionary, something like it is always going to treat it is the false only. Bool of none also, it is always treated as false only. Remember this one, sir. Observe carefully. What is the answer by default? Sorry, what is the answer by default we are going to get? In all cases, false itself is the answer we are getting. Yes. Are you in the position to understand, right? Okay, this point also, it is very important, right? Okay, so just take a bit very special care about this terminology, right? So bool off, sir, empty string, empty list, empty set, like these are things also what we are going to get. False itself is the answer we are going to get. Please make sure this point I didn't tell right. Okay, well, next there is one more important thing I have to talk. Even immutability also we covered. Anyone, can you please confirm what is the meaning of immutability? Immutability, what is the meaning of immutability? Non changeable. Are you getting it? Non changeable. Once we create an object, we can't change its content. So such type of non changeable behavior is by default considered as immutability. Remember a bit very carefully about this one, sir. Sir, now my question is, observe carefully, right? Sir, all fundamental data types, all fundamental data types fundamental data types are immutable, correct, right? All fundamental data types are immutable, but the list is what is the list, sir? Mutable. Okay, so once we create any fundamental data type object like string object or int object or float object, you can't change its content. If you are trying to perform any changes compulsory, a new object by default will be created. Such type of thing is by default considered as immutable. Okay, observe carefully, right? Sir, here one small point I have to tell what the advantage of this one, why this immutability concept is required. Please take a bit very special care about this one, sir. Suppose I'm taking a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, c is equal to 30, d is equal to 40, and d is, sorry, here just observe that a is equal to 10, b is equal to 10, c is equal to 10, d is equal to 10, like can you please confirm in this case, listen very carefully, sir, can I use the word all these are into data type or not? Please confirm. All these things are inter data type or not? Yes, inter data type. So inter data type, int objects are immutable or not? Yes, these are immutable, right? So in the case of fundamental data types, what the thing is happening, listen carefully, right? Listen a bit very carefully. What thing is happening, sir? In this case, okay, why immutability is required? Why immutability is required for these objects, like you people may ask? Very simple, sir. First time a is equal to 10. Okay, 10 got created. Now listen carefully. What will happen in this case? A is equal to 10 got created. Okay, well, sir, now b is equal to 10. Sir, now observe carefully. Here, am I required to create a 10 a new object or not? Yes, please take a bit special care. So in the case of fundamental data types, if you require to create an object, first Python virtual machine is always going to check is this object is already available or not. Is this object is already available or not. If this object is already available, it won't create new object. It is always going to use existing object only. That's why B is also pointing to the same. If I use C is equal to 10, yes, this is also pointing to the same. D is equal to 10. In this case, it is also pointing to the same. Yes, friends, have you observed? What is the biggest advantage of this object reusability? Okay, the biggest advantage of object reusability is memory utilization will be improved. Correct or not? We are not required to create 4 int object. We can create only one object and we can reuse. Memory utilization by default will be improved. Second advantage, performance also will be improved. Performance also will be improved. Performance also will be improved, sir. Yes, okay. Performance also by default will be improved because of this object. I mean, we are not required to create 10 objects. We are not required to create 4 objects. Only one object, and we can reuse the same object. So the biggest advantage what we are going to get is performance also by default is going to be improved with this. Any doubt? Respond. Any doubt about this one? So there is an advantage. Where is the proof for that? Where is the proof of you can conclude that? Yes, it is like this. Observe that. Observe carefully. Here print of I want to find address of object represented by A. Address of object represented by A. How to find? I forgot. Anyone can you please tell? How you can find address of object referred by A? ID of A. What is that? ID of A we have to take. ID of B we have to take. ID of C I'm trying to take. ID of D I'm trying to take. Sir, if really in all these things, same object is going to be reused. If it is the case, all these addresses are same or not? Please respond. All these addresses are same or not? Yes. Okay. Let me cross check this terminology. 792, 792, 792, 792. Are you getting right? 792, 792, 792, like so. Like in all these cases, what is the output by default we are getting, sir? Do you know? Same thing by default we are going to get. Okay, because address is the same. Address itself is the same. Remember a bit very carefully about this. Okay, like so. In every fundamental data type, it is going to be happen, sir. It is going to be happen. Okay, like in every fundamental data type. Suppose float type I'm taking 10.5, not int type 10.5, 10.5, like this I'm taking, sir. So all float, yes, can you please observe? Is it the same or not? Is it the same address or not? Reusability is there. Suppose 10.5, let me replace 10.5. Let me replace with the 10 plus 20j. 10 plus 20j. Okay, now all these numbers are complex numbers. All these numbers are complex numbers. Have you observed? 048, 048, 048, 048. Okay, like next, sir, in all these 10 plus 20j, if it is the boolean object, if it is the boolean object, true, sir, true. Replace all. What is the output by default you are going to get? Yes, have you observed? 176, 176, 176, 176. Yes, perfect. Same object is going to be reused. If I use this one in the case of string, okay. Now observe that Durga, I'm trying to replace all. Now, if it's a string object, is the address is the same or not? Can you please confirm? Is the address is the same or not? So, in all fundamental data types, same object will be reused. So, the biggest advantage what we are going to get, memory utilization will be improved. Performance also will be improved, sir. Friends, are you getting the advantage of this object reusability? Forget about remaining types, but as of now fundamental data types I'm talking. So if you are getting something, you have to miss something. If you are getting something getting something then you should miss something. You should miss something. Have you observed? You should miss something like if you are getting something, you should miss something. Universal rule, friend. Best example today, if you want to attend this Python session, you have to miss IPL. Yes, IPL just started, right? Yes, you require to miss. Obviously, if you want this one, then you have to miss that. Next, this is it is it is a very common. If you are getting something, you should miss something. Arey, you are getting these two advantages, but what is the problem with that? What we are missing is, are you facing any problem or not? Okay, now take a bit special care. Okay, what is the thing is, now how many references point into the same object? Can you please confirm? Yeah, for 1 minute. There is a small doubt. One student is asking. Not required to explain this doubt. Yeah. What about 10.4 and 10.5? Different address, right? What the answer? Vishnu, you have to tell. Vishnu Sena Reddy. Okay. Yes, different because values are different. Obviously, object is the different. Okay, well. So now observe that. How many references point into this 10? How many references point into the same object? 4. Now there is a problem is there, sir. Tomorrow I'm taking A is equal to A plus 1. Now listen carefully, sir. A is equal to A plus 1. I'm trying to change the value by using A reference. Assume that a is equal to a plus 1. I'm trying to change the value by using a reference. Now the point is, if you are changing by using a reference, a reference, if you can change the existing value, okay, now how many references are going to be affected? Have you observed how many references are going to be? The many references also will be affected. So earlier you told that it is a 10, but now it is 11. It is always a bigger problem because you gave the promise that was 10 is already there. Happily you can reuse the same object because it's valid the 10 only. But now after giving the reference, suddenly this person is changing the value, then all the remaining references are going to be affected. Are you getting the point? Are you in the position to understand what is the problem with that? Yes, sir, that's why. So if I'm allowed to change the content in the existing object, the remaining references are going to be affected. That's why. So once we create an object, we can't change its content. If any person trying to change the content, with that a new object by default will be created. A new object by default will be created. Only a point into that object, but still my B, C, D point into same this object only. That is the reason why immutability is required. That is the reason why you are not allowed to change the content. For the fundamental data type, why immutability concept is required? The reason for that is because of this object reusability. Any doubt? Friends, everyone in the position to understand? So in the existing object, if you are allowed to change the content, then all the remaining people are going to be affected. To prevent that, okay, we have to go for to prevent that immutability concept came. So for all fundamental data types, immutability concept is required or not required? For all fundamental data types, immutability concept is required or not required? Because in all fundamental data types, object reusability is there. Remember carefully about this terminology, friends. Okay, now observe that if I can take if I can take a is equal to a plus Durga soft, a plus a soft I'm taking. Now, sir, here can you please tell? Can you please tell? In this case, in this case, what will happen? How many objects will be created? Can you please confirm? In this case, how many objects will be created? Will be created. Two objects will be created, sir. So A, B, C at the beginning, all the points are all the references point into Durga only. Now observe A, B, A, B, C, and then D. All are pointed to the same. But A is equal to A plus soft. Oh, Durga soft, Durga soft. A new object will be created. Now A is pointing to that, but still BCD pointing to Durga only. Only A value is Durga soft. Where is the proof for that? Okay. Now observe that. Now observe print A comma B comma C comma D. Sir, first I'm trying to print addresses. Next I'm trying to print values also. Now you can see clearly the difference. Now observe, sir, first object address is the different, but the remaining three objects addresses are same. First object content is the different, but the remaining object references content is always the same. Please confirm, is it according to our expected thing or not? Respond. Clear, right? Yes, Medapati Chaitanya. What is the problem with what problem you are facing? Can you please confirm? Yeah, where you didn't get, so that I will explain there only. Chaitanya. ID of A means address of A. Address. If you want to find address of an object, then we require to use ID. ID is always going to find address of object. What is the address of A? Address of B, address of C, address of D. Because at the beginning, all are pointing to the same address. If you are trying to change the address by using object reference, if you are trying to change the address by using object reference, what will happen is now a new object will be created. Okay, but still BCD point into the same object only. Yes, correct. Chaitanya, correct. Okay. Any doubt? Any doubt about this one? Okay, clear for you people, right? Why immutability concept is required? Like Abhay Sharma, you can't write like that. It is not mathematics. You have to take ID of A comma ID of B only. Okay, ID of A comma B comma C comma D. Sorry, it's not possible. Okay, now clear. Okay, so now I'm trying to take, yeah, that's all. So now please take a bit very special care. Very important point why I'm telling, sir. In the interview room, maybe a chance. In the interview room, maybe a chance to ask the question, Array, what is the difference of why immutability concept is required for the fundamental data type? What is the internal reason? Simple answer, sir. Yeah, in Python, for fundamental data types, object reusability is there. Multiple references point into the same object. By using one reference, if we perform any change, if that change happen in the existing object, then the remaining references are going to be affected. To prevent that, okay, so once we create an object, we can't change its content. If any person trying to change the content, with that a new object will be created. Okay, that is the reason immutability is required. This behavior is nothing but immutability. Clear, right? Friends, please confirm. Any doubt? Okay, now there are two doubts here. Let me clarify. Okay, one doubt here is, so Nageshwar Rao, Nageshwara, yeah, Nag, he is asking about this one. A is equal to Durga, B is equal to A, and then A is equal to soft. I'm trying to take. Can you please confirm what is the, sir, now what will happen in this? Anyone, can you please tell the diagrammatically what will happen? Diagrammatically what will happen if I print A value and B value? What is the A value and what is the B value we are going to get? Yes, A is soft, B is Durga. A is soft, B is Durga. Nag, observe carefully. Here just Durga. Okay, Durga is there. A is pointing to this one. Okay, well, now B is equal to A. B is also pointing to this one. Now A is equal to soft. Oh, sir, here soft will be created and only A reference variable pointing to this one. Okay, like now this reference by default will be gone. B is pointing to Durga, A is pointing to soft, like. Now observe, what is the output we are going to get? Is it correct or not? Soft followed by Durga. Okay, well. Any doubt? Are you feeling comfortable? Why immutability concept is required for fundamental data types? Okay, these point you people should aware. Next, one more thing I have to talk. First, there is one small twist is there here. Here, do you know? Yes, we will get this type of questions in the exam. Yes, correct, Abhay. Okay. Now I'm taking py. We can use the word, it is the Python shell. Remember this one. Whenever we are using this one, it is the Python shell. Okay. Usually, sir, Python shell. Okay. Remember this one, Python shell or IDLE. Okay. Integrated Development and Learning Environment, Python shell and IDLE. Okay. These things can be used at the beginner level. Correct, right? Beginner level. These things can be used at the beginner level. Python shell and IDLE. These things can be used at beginner level to test the small coding snippets. Small coding snippets. For that purpose, we can use Python shell and IDLE. Remember that. Even Jupyter notebooks also. Correct, Abhay? Now, here observe, if I use x is equal to 10, if I use x, sir, x, what is the x value? 10. We are getting 10. We are getting 10. But the same code, let me take here. Let me take here x is equal to 10 and then x. Can I get a 10 as the output? Oi, can I get a 10 as the output? No, 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 no. In the normal program, what we have to do is, if you want to execute, compulsory print must be required. Correct, right? Compulsory print must be required. Then only we can. But from Python shell, is it required to use print? No, 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 no. Like, okay, sir, now whatever data you are providing, whatever instruction you are providing, so this instruction will be so modified by Python shell, and then execution is going to be happened by Python virtual machine. Please remember a bit very carefully, sir. So Python shell is going to, okay, rewrite this code, and then execution will be started by Python virtual machine. So here this x, print of x is going to be replaced. Who is going to do that? A Python shell itself is the responsible to do that. Okay, so that's why so it is not recommended to use Python shell or IDLE, because our code will be modified by Python shell internally. Is it clear? Are you in the position to understand why it is optional? Yes. Why this one, Sandeep? Why this one is optional? Because the reason for that is Python shell is going to interpret. Python shell is going to convert our code, and then that converted code will be executed by Python virtual machine. Okay, so that's why we should not what we can use the word, we should not feel the behavior is the standard behavior. Python shell is going to change the behavior of the code also. That's why don't, sir, if you are getting wrong kind of thing here, you are not required to worry at all. It is not full-fledged, it is not full-fledged code which is executed by Python virtual machine directly. Okay, at beginning you can use no problem at all. So now observe the same. If I can say a is equal to 10,000, sorry, a is equal to 100, b is equal to 100. Now id of a, id of b, what the answer we are getting? Is it the same object or not? A is equal to 100, b is equal to 100. Is it the same object or not? Yes, sir. I is equal to 10,000, sorry, okay, no problem. J is equal to 10,000, like, id of id of j, sir, strictly speaking 10,000 is the same. Can I require to get same address or not? Yes, we have to get same address. But now observe carefully. But now observe carefully. So 144, 360 is the address is the different or not? Even though content is the same. So this is the behavior of shell, but not our Python virtual machine. But the same thing you can ask, I is equal to 10,000, j is equal to 10,000, id of I, okay, id of I, id of j. What is the answer you are going to get? Same answer only we should get if you are using, okay, directly Python virtual machine. Now observe this. What is the answer we are getting? 784 only. So in the shell, if you are getting small changes, you are not required to worry, because in the case of shell, object reusability is going to be happen up to certain range only. So that is a shell behavior, not Python virtual machine behavior. So that's why you can ignore if you are facing this type of problems in the shell. Yes, someone asked this doubt. Is it clear? Who asked this doubt? Ganesh, I hope. Ganesh, yes, clear, right? Yeah, what is the range? Abhay Sharma, what is the need? I can tell. What is the range? What is the range? Abhay Sharma is asking what is that range? Up to what level it is going to reuse? We can use the word 0 to 256 or something like. But what is the use of that? Ignore, no problem at all, because that is not standard behavior. Okay, correct, Pavan. So in the exam, if any person is asking what is the output, don't worry about shell. Just based on direct Python virtual machine only. Next, in the exam, there is no question of this type of this type of internal thing. Just for your idea sake, why immutability concept is required for the fundamental type? Internally, object reusability is there. No one is going to ask the question, what is the address? What is the address of first object? What is the address of second object? No such type of question in the exam. Don't worry much about this. Just for your idea sake, for your knowledge sake, I'm explaining this. Clear? Are you feeling comfortable? So now my question is, why Python fundamental data types are immutable? So Python, why Python fundamental data types are immutable? Immutable. Okay. Yeah. So Abhishek, so for shell only the range will be considered, correct? Okay. Yeah. So Python fundamental data types, why are immutable? What is the reason for that? What is the reason? What is the reason for that? Simple reason is object reusability. Reusability. Okay, that's it. Now I have one small doubt, sir. Okay. List is there. How to represent list of values 10, 20, 30, 40? Now listen very carefully, sir. Very carefully about this one. List 1 is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40. List 2 is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. Now print of ID of list 1. Okay. ID of list 2. Now observe. In this case, if reusability of the list is there, then compulsory immutability must be required. But either reusability is there in the case of list or not? Simple answer, no. No. Even content is the same, compulsory. Okay, different objects will be created. L1 and L2, different objects will be created. The address of these are different. If the address is the different, okay, so if I perform any change, that the change won't be reflected to the L2 because object reusability is not there. That's why immutability concept not required for the list. Remember. Yes, friends. Yes, this is one wonderful thing what you people should aware clearly, right? Okay, immutability concept not required, okay, for the list. Let me execute this code. Let me execute this code here. Observe this. What is the output by default you are going to get? Yes, here 848912. 848. Okay, either two different objects are there or not? Please confirm. Two different objects are there or not? Can you please confirm? Yes, so that's why immutability is required for the list or not? Immutability is required for the list or not? Please confirm. No, immutability is not required because objects are different. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Here 0 I'm taking. Don't worry. Just for some people are asking about this stuff. Internal values are reusable. Who is asking this question? Ramnarayan. Internal 1010 reusable, but not the list object. That's why don't worry at all. So list objects are not reusable. That's why immutability is not required. Okay, separate objects. If I perform any change for this, either any effect on the second list? Respond. If I perform any change to the first list, is there any effect on the second list? No effect. Then why you require to create separate new object? Immutability concept not required for the list because object reusability is not there. Clear? Okay, well. Now my question is, listen carefully, sir. Suppose, suppose if it is the, if I can take like this, what is this one? I forgot. Ayo, my mind is not up to the mark, it seems. I forgot everything, sir. What is this one? Especially new members may not. Okay, new members may not. Old members at least they can. You can tell. So yes, what about this one? What is this concept? It is called a tuple. It is called a tuple, sir. Okay. Now let me replace list 1 with the or otherwise list with the tuple word I'm trying to take. Okay, now tuple 1, tuple 2, idea of tuple 1, idea of tuple 2. Sir, now in the case of tuple, object reusability is there or not? Remember, object reusability is there or not? Beautiful example. If object reusability is there, object reusability is there, then compulsory, then compulsory immutability concept is required. Okay, let me check object reusability is there or not. Ayyo, 480, 480. Address of tuple 1, address of tuple 2 is the same or not? Is the same or not? Yes, same. Object reusability is there. That's why if you are trying to perform any change here, that change will be reflected for tuple 2. That's why immutability is required. Okay, are you in the position to understand? That's why, can you please confirm tuple is mutable or immutable? Tuple is yeah, tuple. So in list, object reusability is not there, and hence it is mutable. Okay, sir, in tuple object reusability is there and hence it is immutable. Are you feeling comfortable? Okay, but anyway, what is the tuple, what is the list, we will discuss in detail, don't worry. Next level cinema, please confirm, sir. Okay, this knowledge must be compulsory. You people should aware about okay, about this what we call immutability. Why immutability is required, please make sure, sir, you should have clear clarity. Okay, well, sir, fundamental data types are mutable or immutable? Fundamental data types are mutable or immutable? Respond. Fundamental data types are immutable. List is mutable or immutable? List is mutable or immutable? List is mutable, but tuple is immutable. Okay, anyway, now that's it, sir. As of now, we covered which data types, sir. We discussed about fundamental data types only. Fundamental data types, so something like int, float, something like int, float, complex, something like int, float, complex, bool, and then str. These types we covered in detail. Okay, now the next concept what we have to talk is, sir, collection related data types. Okay, collection related data types we are going to talk. Sir, now take a bit special care. Collection related data types we are going to discuss, right? Sir, now my question is, please observe carefully, right? Now my question is, int, float, complex, bool, and str. Int, sorry, a is equal to 10. What type? B is equal to 10.5. C is equal to 10 plus 20 j. D is equal to true. E is equal to Durga. Can you please confirm? Can I use the word these are fundamental data types or not? Please respond. Yes, these are. Here, how many values I'm holding by using A? By using A, how many values? Only one value. Only one value. How many values I'm holding by using B? Only one value. Only one value. Sir, here only one value. Here only one. All fundamental data types can hold how many values, right? Only one value. Only one value at a time. Sir, it can hold only one. But sometimes our requirement is, I want to represent a group of values. If you want to represent a group of values, then we have to go for collection related data types. Okay. If we want to represent a group of values, a group of value, then we should go for collection related data types. Okay. Collection related data types. Okay, remember a bit carefully, right? There are multiple data types are available. List is there, tuple is there, set is there, dict is there, list tuple set dict is there. Okay, like of course Prosen set and so on, there are range is also there. Any doubt? Can you please confirm? List tuple set dict and the range, like all these things are these things are collection related data types. Remember a bit very carefully about this terminology, right? Okay, so now what is a list? Now observe carefully, observe carefully. What is the list, sir? Any doubt about these things under this one? Are you seeing the difference between, okay, these are types under these types? Sorry, are you seeing the difference between these two things? So these are things meant for representing one value at a time, only one value. But these are things meant for representing, I respond. Why you are silent? I don't know. These are things meant for representing multiple values. If you want to represent a group of values, happily you can go for collection related data types. Please take a bit special care about this terminology. Okay, like, sir, are you feeling comfortable? Okay, so this is one important thing what you people should be aware. Now we should have clear clarity about this terminology, right? Okay, what is the list, what is the list, what is the tuple, what is the list, what is the tuple, like these are things we require to discuss a bit in detail. Remember, sir, now list, what are various properties are there, sir? Very simple, very simple. So first thing, it can represent a collection of values. Correct or not? It can represent a collection of values, a collection of objects. Okay, you can consider it can represent a collection of objects. Now here here in which order we provided, in the same order only in the memory it will be stored. What is the meaning of that? 1 minute, sir. L is equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40. Please observe carefully about this one. What is the first value? Please respond. What is the first value? 10. What is the second value? 20. What is the third value? 30, 40. So in the memory, in the memory, in the same order only the data will be stored. Okay, so in which order we provided, that order will be preserved by Python virtual machine. Okay, in the case of list, order will be preserved. Okay, so here insertion order or otherwise, so insertion order or simply order will be preserved. Okay, order will be preserved. Now if I print L, if I print L, observe carefully, right? The same output, am I getting or not? I respond. Am I getting the same output or not? Yes. You can take, you can take any big value also, any big 1,000 objects also, same order. Suppose I have a small doubt. Let me take curly braces. Here, legend this one. So if I can take a curly braces, this is called the set. Set. Remember this one. This is called what? Set. Now if I print set, now observe, is the order preserved or not preserved? Please confirm. Is the order preserved or not preserved? Not preserved. Because the reason for that is, here I provided 10, 20, 30, 40, but output is coming 40, 10, 20, 30. Order is not preserved. So the important conclusion, what is the meaning, sir? Order preserving. Are you getting? In the case of list, order will be preserved. But in the case of set, order won't be preserved. Okay, like, now what about tuple, what about set, what about dictionary? We will discuss. Don't worry. First, get the basic idea. Next, one point. Here in list, can you please confirm what the first element? I respond. It is the list. What is the first element? What the first element? The first element is the 10. Second element is the 20, 30, 40. Here order is always preserved. That's why wherever order preserved, indexing and the slicing concepts are applicable. Remember that wherever order preserving is there, indexing and slicing concepts are applicable. So L of 0, okay, L of -1. Anyone, can you please confirm what is the output we are going to get? L of 0, L of -1. What is the answer we are going to get? Yes, 0 means first element, -1 means last element, last element. Yes, perfect, 10, 40. Perfect, 10 and 40. We are getting the output. So order will be preserved wherever order preserved, indexing and slicing concepts are applicable. Please make sure, sir. Okay, like next point here. Sir, here I'm taking 10, 20, 30, 40, 10, 10, 10, 10. Now my question is, can you please respond? Is it valid or not? How many times 10 I took? Multiple times, multiple times, multiple times. So is it applicable or not? Yes, valid, valid, no problem at all. So because duplicates are allowed, duplicates are allowed. The reason you can differentiate, boss, these are 10 present at 0 index. These are 10 present at 4th index. These are 10 present at so and so index. You can differentiate. You can differentiate. Duplicate objects are allowed. Duplicate objects are allowed. Like now have a look once. Is it possible or not? Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 10, 20, 30, 40, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, like duplicate objects are allowed or not? Yes. Okay, suppose if I can take curly braces. What is this one? Ayo, I forgot because in my mind already IPL is running. I forgot. What is this concept? Set. If it is a set, what is the answer? By default, we are going to get. Now observe that. So how many times a 10 is there? Only one time. Remaining not considered. Have you observed? In the case of set, duplicates are not allowed. But if it is the list, duplicates are allowed. Observe that very carefully. Duplicate objects are allowed. Clear, right? Yes, friend. Duplicates are allowed in the list or not? Yes, allowed. No problem at all. Next, sir, here, how the data, next one more. Everywhere, sir, heterogeneous objects. Heterogeneous objects are allowed. Heterogeneous objects are allowed. Heterogeneous means different type of objects. Homogeneous means same type. Heterogeneous means different types of objects are allowed. Different type of objects are allowed because here 10, 10.5, Durga, next true I'm trying to take. Can you please confirm? All categories I took. All categories I took. Okay. 10, 10.5 Durga, true. Heterogeneous objects are allowed or not? Yes, allowed. No problem at all. Yes, different type of objects are allowed. Sir, this heterogeneous, everywhere it is applicable. Everywhere allowed, sir. Okay. Everywhere allowed. Okay, like everywhere it is allowed, no issue at all. Next, sir, now I want to remove element. I want to add extra element. Possible or not? L dot append of, okay, append of, sir, here 1000 I'm trying to take. Is it possible to add the new element to the list or not? Yes, okay. Append is the method we require to use. By using append, happily we can add the new elements to the list. Possible, no problem at all. Okay, like now observe. Yes, 1000 by default added to the list or not? Yes, by default added 1000 to the list. No issue at all. Based on our requirement, we can add a new element, we can remove existing element. That's why growable in nature. Growable in nature. Based on our requirement, you can add, you can remove, no problem at all. Okay. Next, one more. Suppose L of 0 is equal to 7777 I'm trying to take. Is it acceptable or not? Once we create list object, is it possible to modify its content or not? Yes, yes, we can do modification, no problem at all. Yes, this is what mutable. Okay, list is mutable. Happily you can change its content, no issue. Now the first element 10 replaced with the 7777. Okay, mutable itself is. Next, how you can represent the data? By using square brackets. Within square bracket, we can represent the data. Kiran, if you want to add element at the beginning, there are some list methods are there. Don't worry. Okay, replace, remove all those concepts we are going to discuss. Okay, in detail somewhere if it is really required. Please, as of now, just aware. Okay, insert, replace, such type of method support is already there. Don't worry much about that. First, try to get collection related data types. What is the basic idea for which purpose we are going to use what? Are you, can I expect everyone in the position to answer yes, all these things? Please confirm. Everyone in the position to answer, I mean to understand all these things. Are you feeling any difficulty to understand? If you want to represent a group of values within square bracket, happily you can go for list. Order will be preserved. Indexing, slicing applicable. Duplicates are allowed. Growable, mutable, sir. Mutable like. So this is just the important conclusions about the list. Okay. Now here, yeah, Abhay Sharma. Let me complete theory first, and then lot of questions we are going to practice. Don't worry. Okay. Now here, this is what is the meaning? What is the meaning of list data type, right? Now here, do you know? So all these things, okay. If the content is not fixed, okay. If the content, if the content is not fixed, not fixed, and keep on changing, sir. Like Facebook comments, like Facebook comments. Today 10 comments are there. Tomorrow 20 comments came. Day after tomorrow 30 comments came. Existing comment you can edit, no problem, right? If the content is not fixed, keep on changing. Like Facebook comment, we have to go for list. Okay, I want to store all those comments somewhere. Based on my requirement, I can add a new comment, I can remove existing comment, I can edit existing comment. Such a type of flexibility I require. Happily list is the data type what we have. Clear, right? Okay. Now what is about the tuple? Remember this. What is the tuple, right? Okay. Now, do you know all these things are exactly same? Okay, remember carefully. All these things are exactly same. There's no difference at all, except that tuple is respond. Tuple is, I told already. What is the difference between list and tuple? The most commonly asked question in the entire room. What is the difference between list and tuple? The most commonly asked question in the entire room. Okay, what is the difference between list and tuple? Yes, the list is mutable, tuple is immutable. Beyond that, there is no other difference. Okay, so it is immutable. All properties, okay, all properties are exactly same as list, except that it is except that it is immutable. Single point which cover all the things. It is immutable. You can't change its content. Okay, like if the content, if the content is fixed and change won't change, content is fixed, won't change, then we should go for tuple. Then we should go for tuple, sir. Okay, we should go for tuple. Now observe this, sir. Here like you may ask vendor mission inputs, inputs. So if you consider vendor mission in the railway station ticket, Okay, for ticket collecting, now machines are available. Sir, you have to enter 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 30 rupees. The allowed input to the vendor machine is always fixed or not? Can you please confirm? The allowed input to the vendor machine is always fixed or not? Yes, it never going to be changed, sir. Sir, even in the ATM, allowed note types, allowed notes like in the ATM. Okay, so allowed notes are 100 rupees or 500 rupees or 1000 rupees, 2000 rupees, something like. So the allowed notes in ATM notes type is always fixed or not? Yes, it's always fixed. Correct, right? It's always fixed. But do you know here? Just to take a bit very special care. 2000, is it allowed from the ATM? 2000 is there? I'm not sure because the days gone already. The days gone. ATM usage of ATM now. ATM is outdated. Okay, 2000, is it allowed? Right? Okay, allowed. Sir, have you remembered once a note change, the demonetization came? Have you remember, right? Demonetization, okay, came. Then immediately, okay, sir, new 500 note support, new 2000 note support. Yes, we are changing software of the ATM machine somewhere. Have you heard about that? Okay, to support that new node in the software, they require to change. Remember this, automatically won't provide support, they require to change that. Okay, so how they require to change. Okay, like, so the allowed inputs is always fixed. Remember this one, if the allowed inputs is always fixed, then better to go for what? Tuple, because it won't change frequently. Remember, give it very carefully, right? Okay, well, sir, now my question is, this point is the very, very important, sir. Can you please confirm all properties are exactly same as list, except that it is immutable? Okay, now let me copy where we require to change these things. It can represent a collection of objects. Perfect. Insertion order will be preserved. Perfect. Indexing and slicing concepts are applicable. Perfect. Duplicate objects are allowed. Correct. Heterogeneous objects are allowed. Correct. Grovable in nature. Remove. Mutable in nature. Okay. Immutable. Okay. Like. Next, how to represent tuple elements? By using I forgot, by using, how to represent tuple elements? By using parentheses. Sir, have you observed? By using parentheses. Okay, like, now observe a bit carefully. t is equal to t is equal to t is equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40. Okay, print T, sir. Print T. Perfect. Same output we are getting. Here, so 10, 20. Duplicates are allowed or not? Yes, duplicates are allowed. No issue at all. Next, T of 0, 10 we are getting. Then we are getting acceptable. Indexing and slicing concepts are applicable. Indexing and slicing concepts are applicable. Okay, slicing 0 to 5 I'm trying to take, sir. Okay, now my question is, t of 0 is equal to 7777, like I'm trying to take. Can you please confirm, is it acceptable or not? Yes, is it acceptable or not? No chance at all. Hey, boss, it is the tuple, you can't change its content, you can't change its content, that's fine. So because it is the immutable, so immediately type error, tuple object does not support item assignment. So once we create a tuple with some data, once we create a tuple with some data, this data is always fixed. There is no chance at all to alter that data because it is immutable. We covered already, because it's immutable, you can't change its content. This content is always fixed. Remember a bit very carefully, right? It is something like a constant. It is something like a read-only version of list. Yes. Are you feeling comfortable? Yeah, Abhay Sharma, what is your doubt? 20, 50, 10, 20, acceptable. What is the problem with that? Okay. Sir, now, what is the main disorder? Why disorder, man? Yes, here. Can you please confirm? What is the problem with this? What is the problem with this? So first element is what? Can you please confirm what is the first element? 20. Second element 50. Third element 10. Fourth element 20. That is my requirement. Now what is the answer we are going to get same? Yeah, where is the question of disorder? There is no question of disorder. Whatever data you provided, this data is always fixed. You are responsible to decide your order. Okay, it is a something like a constant. It is a something like a read only version. Okay, tuple read only version of list. Okay, read only version of list is the tuple concept. Clear? What is the difference between list and tuple? Very common question for the certification. I mean for the interview room, not for certification, for the interview room. So everyone is going to ask the first. So list is immutable. Sorry, list is mutable, but tuple is immutable. That is what the main important thing you have to provide. Okay, they're always expecting that answer only from you people, right? What's the difference between list and tuple? List is mutable, tuple is immutable. Any doubt? If the content if the content if the content is not fixed, if the content is not fixed, keep on changing, better to go for list. If the content is fixed, never going to change, better to go for tuple. Now my question is, okay, listen carefully, sir. Why we have two types? If the content if the content is fixed, if the content is fixed and won't change, sir, which one is the recommended to go for tuple or list? Can you please confirm? Which one, if the content is fixed, won't change? Tuple, you have to go for tuple. Sir, why? I want to use list also. I want to use list also. Yeah, no problem, you can use. But it is not a good programming practice. What is the reason for that? What is the reason for that? You only telling content never going to be changed. Content is always fixed. You are telling, Array, then what is the need of going for list? You know, list is very costly to use when compared with the tuple. List is very costly to use when compared with the tuple. Remember this one. If content will change, better to bring the list. Otherwise, better to go for tuple only. Sir, how you can tell? How you can tell? Yes, within a minute I will tell. Suppose here, observe that L is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40 is there, sir. Okay, this is my L1 is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40 is there. Now, size of in my program, two times it is required. Sorry, only one time. Let me talk. Okay, here size of list. Sir, is it possible to find the size of an object? Sister data get the size of correct, get size of L1. Okay, like I'm taking size of list. Same thing I'm trying to take. Okay, same thing I'm trying to take T1. T1 is equal to tuple, same content, tuple. Okay, tuple, size of tuple T1 I'm taking. Okay, let me add some more objects. 50 comma 70 comma 80 comma 90 comma 100 comma 110 120 something like I'm taking. Now here the same. Okay, now just observe that either content is the same or not. Either content is the same or not. Yes, same. Okay, like same, like now import sys because I'm using sys module. Okay, like now observe carefully. If it is the list, what is the size? If it is the tuple, what is the size? Yes, friend. Same content. List what is the size? 160. But tuple what is the size? 144. 144 only. Like suppose two times I require to create. Okay. Compared to list, tuple is the lesser size. Hey, compared to list, tuple is the lesser size. Tuple is always going to occupy very less memory. Next, performance wise also, tuple is the too good to use when compared with the list. Memory wise, performance wise, tuple is too good to use. But the problem with the tuple is the content is always fixed. You can't change its content. Remember, are you getting? Suppose here, if I consider there are two list objects I require to create. Assume that three list objects I require to create. Yes, L1, L2, L3. Three list objects. So three tuple objects I require to create. Okay, in my program, three times I'm using this tuple. Assume that. Sir, now observe this one. In this case, how many list objects will be created? Please confirm. In this case, how many list objects are going to be created? Three objects. So 3 into 160. 3 into 160. 160 into 3. 480 bytes. 480 bytes. 480 bytes memory is required for this. In this case, how many tuple objects are going to be created? How many tuple objects are going to be created? Only one. Only one. Reuse. 144 memory is enough. 144 memory is enough. 144 bytes of memory is enough. If you want, you can cross check ID of L1, ID of L1, ID of L2. Okay, ID of L3, like you can take. Okay, same thing. If you want, you can print here ID of T1, ID of T2, ID of T3. If I can take like this, now observe that. Now observe here 296, here 360, here 688. So three different list objects got created. But in this case, 240, 240, 240. How many objects got created? Only one. Now, can you please confirm? So memory wise, performance wise, usage of tuple is always recommended when compared with the list. But the problem with the tuple is once a content is fixed, you are not allowed to change the content. Okay, if you want to change the content, compulsory, better to go for what? List concept. Feeling comfortable about the list and the tuple? Yes. When we should go for list, when we should go for tuple, this is a very important conclusion what you people should be aware, friends. Please make sure you should have clear clarity about this for the certification exam. Okay, for day-to-day coding also. Okay, yeah. So if the content keep on changing, content is not fixed, our hand should go for, if the content is not fixed, keep on changing, our hand should go for list. If the content is keep on changing, better to go for what? Tuple. Sorry, content is not fixed. Content is fixed, won't change. Better to go for tuple. Don't get confused. Okay, this is one small thing what I have to talk. Next, one more thing, a small twist is there here. Already my Python students already aware all these things, but anyway, here just observe. Here, yeah, L is equal to, I have this one. Can you please tell what is this and how many elements are there in this? What is this concept and what is this and how many elements are there in this? Can you please confirm? What is this one and how many elements are there? It is the list. It contains only one element. It the list. It contains only one element. Only one element. Element list. It contains only one element. Okay, like I can use the word if you want to find length of L. Length of L means okay. Length of L means one like length. Len is the function to know number of elements are there. If I use this one, if I use this, okay, if I use this one, okay, forget about this length. You can, sir, can you please tell what is the type of L? Respond. What is the type of L? If I use this one, what is the type of L? Please confirm. Respond. Yes. What is the type of L? Okay. Please make sure, sir. Please make sure. Yes, most of the people are going to feel that it is the tuple. It is the tuple. No, 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 no. The reason for that. The reason for that. Do you know? Just have a look once about this one. Forget about this. Forget about this one. Here I'm trying to take print 10 plus 20 I'm taking, or print of 10 I'm taking. Print okay, 10 I'm trying to take. 10 I'm trying to take. So here 1 minute. 10 plus 20 I'm taking. Okay. Print 10 plus 20 I'm trying to take. Print 10, 10, okay, plus 20 within bracket like this. What is the answer in the first case, second case, third case? What is the answer in the first case, second case, third case? In all cases, 30 is the answer. In all cases, 30 is the answer. Now, if you want, observe that. In all cases, 30 is the answer. So, means you can represent 10 even in this style also. Yes, even in this style also. Because parenthesis is the very commonly used in our programming. Okay, like it is acceptable. Now, if I can take like this, am I required to consider is it the tuple or is it int value? By default, Python virtual machine is always going to consider it is the int value only. Remember that it is the int value. Python virtual machine is always going to consider int value only. Now, even you are taking t is equal to 10, print type of t. Print type of t. What output by default we are going to get? Int type only. Please make sure, sir, int type. It is not a tuple. It is not a tuple. So while defining single valued tuple, the tuple which contains single value, please take a bit very special care about this terminology. Okay, it is the int only, but not tuple. How you can consider tuples are? Hey, Python virtual machine, I'm going to take multiple values. Comma is there. Comma is there. I'm going to take multiple values. Comma is there. Where if a comma is there, you are convincing it is not single value, it is a group of values. It is not single value, it is a group of values. Now it will become tuple. Remember carefully. Please confirm. Everyone in the position to understand? Single valued tuple. Single valued tuple. Tuple. Please take a bit special care. Okay, special care must be required. Single valued tuple. Special care must be required. Okay, but there is no such type of problem. There is no such type of problem for list, because so square brackets generally we want to use in our programming. Square bracket means a list only always. Okay, even for the list also you can take comma, but there is no use, not required, not required, not required. Comma we can use for the list also, no problem at all. So can you please confirm 10 and 10 both are same or both are not same? Both are not the same. Both are not same in Python. The first one is the int type, second one is a tuple type. Can you please confirm? Now, if I can take like square bracket 10 and square bracket 10 like this. What about this? Both are same or not same? Both are same in Python. Both are same. Both are same. No problem. Comma is not required for the list. Comma, such type of convention is required for the tuple only. Clear, right? Are you feeling comfortable about this? The most dangerous thing. One more dangerous point is there, sir. What the point is? Listen carefully. Suppose if I can take 10, 20, 30, 40. That's all type of t. What the answer? What the answer? Yeah. What the answer we are going to get? 10, 20, 30, 40 type of t. Okay. Please take a bit very special care. Please observe a bit very special care about this one. So 10, 20, 30, 40. 10, 20, 30, 40. So it is still considered the tuple only. In tuple, parentheses are optional. Parentheses are optional. Okay, this type of optional story applicable applicable only for tuple. Okay, if it is the list square brackets mandatory, set curly braces mandatory, something like only for the tuple, parentheses are optional. That's why still it is considered as tuple only. Have you observed, right? Still it is the tuple only. If you want, you can print how many elements are there in that tuple. Okay, four elements are there, like four elements are there like this, right? Okay, even you can add comma also, no issue, acceptable. Even comma also at the end. So parentheses are mandatory or not mandatory for the tuple. For the tuple parentheses are optional, but for the list the square brackets are mandatory. Remember, in list square brackets are mandatory. Only for the tuple parentheses are optional. Vishnu, clear? Yes, if I can take list. So compulsory, you should take like this only. No alternative at all. So I don't want to take square bracket. Sorry, man, not possible. Something like you can tell. Clear? All the people are in the position to understand what the difference between list and tuple. Okay, that's it. This is very important terminology, right? Next, so that's what is the tuple and what is the list we covered very clearly, right? Okay. Next, in the next, we have to talk about what is a set and what is the dict. Okay, these two things I will discuss. With that, and the range type also we have to discuss, and after that we require to go for operators. Okay, once operators got completed, then we will go for practice questions. Yes, Prabhavati, why don't you check that? Yeah, that's it.